Hello everybody, this is Grayson here, and just by myself today because John and Clark don't really like racing games, and I don't know about Keegan, besides they're not here today. Anyway, I'm here to show you the very first video game I've ever owned, Viper Racing. The game where you get to race, dodge Vipers. And that's it. Awesome. But don't just stop there. This is actually a really cool game that I'm very happy to share with my viewers, if I have any. No, that was depressing. Anyway, what you're seeing here is the paint shop where you get to choose from different paint templates and choose what colors you want your car to be, as right here, as I just skipped ahead. You also get to place several decals all over the car. You get to place the decals on the car layout on the right side of the screen, and then you get a 3D model on the left side, and you get to see what it looks like in-game, which is a very useful tool. This game was made by Monster Games in 1998 and was published by Sierra Sports. This is a really interesting game because it can be either a really arcadey style racing game or it can be a semi-realistic driving simulation, which is a really interesting design. And right here is the option screens, but here's the cool part about it. The hacks are integrated into the game. Actually, you get to choose some different vehicles from your Viper, but in my personal opinion, the Viper is the most fun. And here you get to choose what button you get to use the wheelie with, and I'll show you some of that later. And right here is the horn ball. You'll see plenty of that action in the game. And right here is Pave the World. I don't really know what that does, and every time I put it on, it just didn't do anything, because I don't know how to use it, so I'm just not going to mess with that. So let's start up a race. Okay. So, in Viper Racing, there's 8, I think, different tracks you get to choose from. I'm not sure about the different number, each ranging from several different difficulties. You get several different camera options, like the chassis, you get an interior car view, and several different outer camera views. And right there, what you just saw me shoot out of the car was the horn ball. You shoot these at your racing buddies, and you get to completely pwn them with it. So as you can see here, I'm racing to catch up with this one guy. Unfortunately, you won't see me hit this one guy because my stupid fraps thing cut out, but you will see it in about a few seconds here. The graphics for this game actually isn't the best of what I've seen for a game from 1998. Although not the worst I've seen for a game from 1998. So, yeah. The sound design is okay. The Viper's engine noise is alright. And there we go. That was a horn ball. And, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Viper's engine sounds okay. But the crashing noises are pretty generic, and you hear a lot more scraping, crashing noises, which is strange, but it still makes a very enjoyable game. But a word of warning, however, this game does not have a lot of content in it, because, well, you only get to race dodge Vipers, and there's only 8 tracks. However, it is, in my opinion, a very fun game. And you can see I just trolled that guy. Oh, here's what happens when you hit the wheelie button. Yeah. Right about here? Yeah. That's what happens. Pretty entertaining to do. If you don't care about winning the racer, of course. The race? What am I, Elmer Fudd? Shh, it's Wabbit season. Anyway, back to the game. It uses a deformation-based damage model, which is kind of strange because, well, obviously no parts fly off of the car, and then the cars become, when you damage them up enough, extremely deformed and unrecognizable. But also, the wheels get damaged as well, and it will render your car undrivable until they have to reset it, which actually creates a realistic driving experience. Now the tracks vary from different types. You have a couple oval tracks like this one, plus Daytona. Well, at least it's modeled after Daytona. And then most of them are tracks with a lot of twists and turns and bridges and all mountains, grass, grass. Anyway, a lot of level design has been put into it, and actually the tracks, the tracks don't look bad at all compared to other racing games from the late 90s. And here, ladies and gentlemen, starts my trolling montage. Now this car you see here is one of the bonus cars, but I just don't like the sound of the bonus cars. Let's listen to it. It's like the car, it's like an alien engine car. It's weird. But I have to say, honing these guys with the hornball is probably the most fun feature about this game ever. And that was an epic fail. However, if you're really into racing games that, you don't really care if they have a lot of content, but you really want a fun and a unique gaming experience with a lot of bonuses you can just put in there or not. If you want like an arcade racer, if you want a simulation, this game's pretty much got it all. It's just got one car. This game was actually promoted by Dodge to show off the Dodge Viper to the gaming community, or the PC gaming community anyway. The Dodge Viper was actually kind of new in the late 90s, and so Dodge came in and wanted Monster Games to make him a Dodge Viper game, which is pretty cool. Let me talk about the chassis cam that you see here in a few minutes. A few seconds. Wait. Home. The chassis cam is actually damaged in real time, which is actually very, very, very interesting. Because you see on the outside of the car that when you bang it up enough, the wheels will get damaged. As you can see here, it's pretty banged up, but the wheels aren't damaged, which is why I'm still going. The wheels actually get damaged in the same exact way in the chassis cam as well, so it's actually a real-time damage thing right there, which is very interesting. And here it is. Now, if you're wondering why, whenever it kind of goes to a new segment, you always look on top of the car, that's because the camera change controls are the F keys, and as you can see here, the chassis is damaged in real time. Yeah. But, yeah, the F9 key is to start recording with reps, also to go to an overhead view in the game, so that's just why that happens all the time. I'm sorry if that's annoying anybody. Anyway, this is just a really, really unique game. Probably one of the best racing games I've played from this era. Not a favorite of all time, but definitely from the late 90s era. It's a really good one. It's really interesting how they put all these little bonuses in just to change the game, the whole experience so much. And here we go. So if you keep the wheelie button held down, this is what happens. Crazy physics. So right here, I gotta wrap it up. So if you really like I said before, if you like racing games, but you don't really give a crap about the content it has, as long as well, you know, some of the content it has, you know, go ahead and give this a try if you can find it, because it is an old game. You probably won't find it anywhere, but it's just really cool. And plus all the little bonuses. So my verdict is an 8. Thank you for watching, and this is Grayson from MUSE Studios, signing off.
Expected